Hello and welcome back to Fan Geektastic. Today I'm going to be showing off my cards. Technically it's from E to I, but there were some D's that I forgot they were in my bedroom, not with the other cards on display. I bought these cards not too long ago and I wanted to put them in my database of cards that I've collected, specifically the unopened boxes. So the first one is going to be DC Bloodlines. And it is unopened, factory sealed. The other one that I bought at the same time as that one is DC Cosmic Teams. Now this one looks like it had been sitting in someone's store window for a while, so it's a little faded on that side. And the last one that I did not bring in for the first video is the Dinosaurs Attack. Alright, so that was the D's that I forgot about. Now we're moving on to the E's, which we're starting off with these. They're just called trading cards. They're from EduCards Inc. or Manufacturing Corporation, anyway. Now, research on these has been kind of spotty. It's more like sets in this box. There are 2 card sets in here. Number 609 and 610. And most of the reference material I can find on these say that they were made in 1949. I've seen them say that they were more in the mid-50s, but most of it says they're 1948, 49, somewhere in that general vicinity. It's like they started printing them in 48 and stopped printing them in 49, but I'm not sure. So these are ones that I'm still investigating on more information on them. So if you have any information on these, that's the sceneries. I know I've found a bunch of 609s for sale on eBay over the last year, but I'm not finding 610s. So I don't know much about these yet. These are the 1978 Elvis cards. And they're also a Donruss product. And then we got a box of ET cards that really needs to be replaced. This stuck to another set. The cards themselves are in good condition. The box just isn't. And usually when you see this, it's due to the box getting wet or from the black marks, but there's no black mark over here. So, and the cards aren't showing that they ever got wet. So I don't know if someone switched out for a better box, put good packs into a box that looked better than what they had, or the box just barely got wet and it didn't transfer to the cards. I'm not sure, but I'm just happy the cards themselves are fine. The other ET I have is the album stickers. Now Panini is pretty much took over after this doing the stickers. But at this point in time, Topps was still doing the stickers. And final box is another box of rack packs. And the funny thing is I've yet to come across a pack of, or a box of ET rack packs, which that's what these are. I've yet to come across one that's actually in an ET box. I've got other Rack Pack boxes, as you saw with the A-Team. And I've seen the A-Team come in a box like this. I've seen it come in the box like I have. I've also seen them come in a factory sealed case where they're in a baseball Rack Pack box. So I think they started printing boxes for these, and then they just decided that since and how they're not going to be displayed in that box, that it wasn't worth it for them to actually create the box that the Rack Packs come in, because it's just going to be thrown away in most cases. All right, moving on to F. All right, I have just a few F boxes, which includes Free Willy 2. And this is a recent one that I picked up with a whole bunch of other boxes just because it was in with the other boxes. This isn't one that I relatively thought about buying, but it was in that box, or in that lot at an auction, so I went ahead and picked it up. Another more recent is the Frighteners, and I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. One of Michael J. Fox's last, if not the last movie he was in. And the last of the F's is Fright Flicks. And this is a full box. It does have a black mark going across that you can barely see. You can see it across his hand, and that's pretty much it. And it was not very well applied, so it's an actual fairly nice looking box. All right, heading on to G, we have Galaxy Wars. And this is technically not trading cards. This is tattoos. But I decided for the price that I ended up paying for these that it was worth picking up. And we got the hobby box of Gargoyles. And for a while there, these boxes were really, really hard to find. I'm not sure why, because now you can find them all over the place, but probably somewhere around 2010, these boxes were $80-$90 a piece. And then all of a sudden, it's like they found a stash of them on eBay, and I think at one point they dropped down to about $15 a box, and they're going back up now. But this is the retail version. These were sold by the box and not by the card or by the pack. For box sales only, 18 packs. These are going up also. I think currently they're sitting around, I think about $18. I think they originally sold for, it was either $6.99 or it was $9.99. I'm not 100% sure on that anymore, because, that was back in the 90s when they were being sold. So, next on the list is Ghostbusters 2. I really wish they would have made Ghostbusters 1 cards, but apparently they didn't think it was going to do as well as it ended up doing, so they never made any. The next group of ghosts is Ghost Riders 2 with the glow-in-the-dark cards. And I'm surprised that this one doesn't sell for more than it does. The glow-in-the-dark cards were actually really cool. A lot of people enjoyed making the set. And I figured there would be less boxes of them out available for purchase now due to how popular it was. But Apparently, they're still finding cases of them because I keep seeing them pop up every once in a while, unopened cases. This is another one that fluctuates drastically in price. I mean, right now you can probably find somebody on eBay trying to sell it for, $200. Because at one point it did sell for about $150 a box, but recently they've gone down, and they're selling more in the depending on the month, somewhere between 30 and 50 is the average, I would guess. Sometimes you can get them a lot cheaper. Sometimes they cost a lot more, so you never know. Another one that I have from the old group is The Gong Show. And that is actually supposed to be on there. Someone did not write on it. And when you tell people you got a box of Gong Show trading cards, usually they don't believe that it exists. And these right here I'm in the process of airing out along with the gremlins that are coming up. And they haven't been it hasn't been opened up all the way. This is loose, probably just from handling. The box is in really good shape. The gum is broken in a lot of them, but they still move. The gum wasn't designed to be around for very long, so they do fracture, but they always grade better if the gum is intact whenever you send them in for grading, if you want to grade packs. Next one is Gremlins. And I do have a lot of them with the black marks, because I'm interested in preserving, not so much necessarily having the most beautiful version, but whenever I get a chance to upgrade and it doesn't cost me, 3 or 4 times what this one cost me, then I will upgrade. And final G is Gremlins 2. And this one does have the poster. And this one has a broken piece of gum. And that is it for the G's. Next on our list is H's, which starts off with Harry and the Hendersons. It's from 87. And there's probably not going to be a whole lot of people who are younger than 1987 that are going to remember that movie. It just, it did fine for when it was, but it's not one of those movies that people recommend to younger folk. Next is Hellboy, and this is not the movie, this is the animated. And Inkworks like to use these boxes that sit at an angle. Right, next is Hook. Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman. The last one that I have currently in the H's is Howard the Duck. And it's hard to believe that Howard the Duck got its own card set. But Back to the Future #1 and Ghostbusters #1 did not get a card set. And the last group I'm doing today is the Eyes, which starts with Independence Day. This is the original series, or the original movie, not the most recent version. So this is from '96. Well, they took a while to make the follow-up, didn't they? And this one right here had a lot of black mark on it. They definitely did not want you thinking that this box was not a discounted box. So, as you can see, someone had scraped off a lot of it so that you could at least make out that it is Indiana Jones from the front. Now the cards are good, but the box really needs to be replaced, and most of the good boxes I'm finding for sale are running in the $50 range, which is like half of what the whole box is worth. So I haven't bought one yet. And the last one is the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. And these are for a TV series that did not last very long, and unlike ones like Firefly, this one did not develop a following even after it got canceled. So these, you can probably get a box for $15. If you buy multiple boxes, you can probably get them as low as about $4 a box. Thank you for joining me as I continue to go through my personal collection of unopened trading card boxes. If you're enjoying this series, please like, share, subscribe. If you would like to know more about any of the cards that I've shown, just leave a comment down below and I will try and answer it. Or if there's a bunch of information that people want to know about any of the card boxes, then I will make a video on them. For everything you're a fan of, everything you geek out about, this is Fan Geektastic, and we're here for you.